Hi, today we're going to be working on the boxed shell stitch. This is what it should look like when you are done working with it. My name is Sadie, and in this lesson I'm going to be using my trusty orange yarn, which I usually use because it helps the stitches to pop, and I'm going to be using a 5mm hook, which is an H hook. And this one is part of my Festive Hands collection. With this stitch, you're going to need to know how to do the double crochet. So if you don't know how to do that stitch, please go to my video that shows you how to do that stitch and then come back to this video. We'll still be here having fun. Now let's get started. Okay, so we're doing the boxed shell stitch today, and we're going to just jump in, but before we do, I want you to know that this stitch requires you to know how to do the double crochet. So if you don't know how to do the double crochet, please go and see my video on how to do the double crochet, and then you can come back here and do the stitch because we're going to be here working on our stitch. The boxed shell stitch is a stitch that goes over a multiple of 5 stitches. So we're going to chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13, 14, 15. Now we have 15 stitches. Then you're going to chain 2 because it's over a multiple of 5 stitches plus 2. So after you chain your multiple of 5, then you add 2, and then for the base chain, which is what we're working on right now, we're going to add another 2. 1, 2. Okay, so it's a multiple of 5 stitches plus 2, and then plus 2 for the base chain. I hope that that's not too confusing for you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to, in the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4th chain from the hook, we're going to do a double crochet. Okay, simple enough. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and again in the 4th chain here, we're going to do a double crochet. Then in the next stitch, we're going to do another double crochet. So we're doing 2 double crochet in a row here. Okay? Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to double crochet here and in the next stitch. So in the next 2 stitches we do double crochet. Okay, then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to double crochet in the last 2 stitches. Okay, so that's what you should have right now. Now we're going to go into row 2. At the end of row 1, we're going to chain 3. Now, when I'm working with double crochet, as you know, I usually chain 2. But because this is not a flat double crochet, because we're working with shells and boxes, I'm going to go ahead and chain 3 here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to skip this stitch here. We're going to skip this and this stitch here, and we're going to, in the center chain of your chain 3, in the center chain, we're going to do 4 double crochet. 5 double crochet, I'm sorry, 5 double crochet, okay? So we're going to insert our hook into the second chain in the center chain of the chain 3, and we're going to work 1, same stitch, 2, same stitch, 3, same stitch, 4, same stitch, 5, double crochet, which creates your fan. Okay? Your shell, your fan, your shell, that's what it creates there. Okay? And then you're going to skip these 2 stitches and this first chain, and in the third chain of the next chain 3 section that we did, we're going to do another 5 double crochet. So in that stitch, and do 5, 1, 2, same stitch, 3, 4, and 5. So you have your shell stitch there. Okay? Now we're going to do it one more time. We're going to skip the 2 double crochet and skip the first chain, and in the second chain we're going to do another 5 double crochet. Okay? So we're going to do 1, same stitch 2, same stitch 3, same stitch 4, same stitch 5. Okay, so you should have a row of shells going across the boxes that you created at the bottom. And then what you're going to do is you're going to skip the first double crochet, and you're going to do a double crochet in the top of your, in the top of your turning chain. There you go. Okay? Then we're going to do row 3 so that we can box up the shells. So at the end of row 2, we're going to again chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we are going to create the boxes. So we're going to go ahead and not in the double crochet, but in the first double crochet of the 5 double crochet shell, we're going to do a double crochet, and that is because we're counting this first chain as the first double crochet, and so we're going to do this double crochet in the first of the 5 double crochet of the shell. And so we're going to do double crochet here, then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go to these 2, we're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the last double crochet of the first shell and the first double crochet of the second shell, we're going to put double crochet. So we're going to do a double crochet in this last double crochet of the first shell and a double crochet in the next stitch, which is the first double crochet of the second shell. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do it again over here. A double crochet in the last double crochet of the shell and a double crochet in the first double crochet of the following shell. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do a double crochet in the last double crochet of the shell here. Excuse me, sometimes I get goofed up. And we're going to do a double crochet at the top of the turning chain. And that is your boxed shell stitch. Isn't it cool? As always, if you have any questions, please leave your comments down below, or you can come see me over at Facebook, facebook.com/yarnobsession, or where we're really having a lot of fun is instagram.com/Sedrola, Sedruola. All the links will be below. Enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and share with your friends, and we'll see you next time.